We have an Awoken Hellhorned combo. Sharpen and Bramble Lash. Well now. With Sap. Who cares? And that's Enhance, not... Okay, let's go. Rage does not decay. Oh man, that is so strong. I've got I liked Rage at the start, even with the decay. But then my like for it has just gotten bigger and bigger. And so Collection of Tails just... but Winged Steel. Winged Steel. Like drawing 2... that's pretty strong. Like that's enough to take energy from Daedalus. And especially since I've got 2 2-costed spells that I might want to play. We'll probably reduce them, but... We got Thorns, and I'm not taking Revenge. I would have taken Bursting as well. Like, I like Bursting. Explosive or whatever it's called. You have 10 armor. It is a unit draft though. How much do we care? A little bit. We've got Imp though and Torch, so that should make up the difference. And Stewart's. Okay. And if we get one, if we get a Sharpen on straight away, it's just GG. So I guess we sit up the top and wait. Because if it doesn't matter where we go, if we don't get the things, we don't get the kill. Because we won't get past that. Okay. Oh, that's a deal. I mean, no. That was a reason not to play cards. Is it worth playing a Stewart? Like, we could draw a Sharpen, and that's bad. Okay, hang on. He dies, we don't care about him. We're not going to care about this one too much. Oh, this is fine. Take 2 hit 4 health. Already got the extra thorns, he dies on the first hit. We do that. Yeah, I want that extra energy. Whoa. Interesting. Because we didn't roll enough regen. Or maybe because if I'd gotten that first Sharpen off, it might have been different. Let me check something. No, it doesn't look like you can turn the animation off. No, can't turn animation off. Unless there's a setting in a text file somewhere. Glimmer versus Resto Detonation. I like Glimmer. Oh, also there's Steel Enhancer, which is, you know, it's a way to scale better. We've got Thorns though. Maybe we just leave the Thorns as our scaler on the tank. And Resto Detonation I'd like better on the Hollows because they start with low health. No. 0 cost to draw. No, I'd rather just zero cost the regen. Multi-striker sitting at the back. Maybe. If I get a Thorn Sentient, I don't know if I'd want the Thorn... Well, I mean, the Thorn Sentient's stronger than our champ. Is it, though? How much spikes does our champ start with? Sap Seraph bites into that one, so Thorn probably is better. Because you're only rolling regen on one. I guess then you just have our Thorny champ is just sits there to mop up some other stuff and occasionally throw out a Bramble Ash. Oh, now I'm confused. Do I want Animus sitting at the back? Kind of. She still does things, right? Ah, yeah, Thorn Sentient is the champ. I'm thinking of Maholo, yeah. Thorn Hollow. Yeah. I still think I'd take a Thorn Hollow, though. The spikes scale much faster. I think you catch up, yeah? Do you catch up? What's the level 3? That's 40 spikes. And Thorn Hollow gains, what, 2 spikes a rejuve? So you'd have to play 20 heals. Minus, like, the 7 turns where he's rejuving anyway. So 13 cards. You probably get that, right? Okay, there's a large stone there, so we can put that on either the multi-striker we just got or a quick unit. No, I put it on the multi-striker. The +1 spikes when you apply spikes is pretty strong, yeah, if you get that. Alright, this is fine. Okay, so the problem with putting large on the Animus that we just picked up is that if we do get a Thorn Hollow, they don't fit. Because he starts at 3, so we're pretty much committing to our champion with this, but that's okay. They're totally fine with that. One of the things that I like the most about the Hollow is that you're starting with that 40 health missing, so if you've got a Resto Detonation, you can just, and you put +10 spell power on it, it's just 100 damage. Very strong. Enemy on each floor, that's fine. Like, we were made for this. Except if the top floor loses a pip of capacity. Yeah, okay. And I don't care if I lose spikes anymore off here, so... Huh, what's more important? Getting an extra regen rolling or torching something? Getting the regen. Maybe not. Never mind. Oh, Panz. Oh, it's thing all over again. It's freaking unceasing top. Do we want to redraw here? Nope. Maybe the 4 attack's even better on her. It's definitely better on her instead of Thorns on me. Although, I've got Bramble Lash. That's really interesting, hey? Like, 4 attack on her versus what a potential Bramble Lash could do. Do we care to Bramble Lash the boss? Wildwood Tap, I've already got a Glimmer. Hidden Passage. Get a second multi-striker and lift it up. Like, dupe the multi-striker. Oh, make her thick. Yeah, let's do it. Nice thick plants. Get the jungle going. Interesting. I think this is probably a pretty easy decision here. Okay, we have Seraph the Temperament, which I don't think is the one that... I'm going to be looking up this forever. Okay, only puts sap in, so it's not the one that gives us the Vengeful Shards. So that's still okay, but not as good. Friendly units get +1 attack for a Blight in the deck. When you play your first Blight, you restore 5 Pyre. I mean, the +1 attacks... I mean, we've got 2 dead weights, plus we get more dead weights. So our multi-attackers all of a sudden are doing an extra 5 damage. Do I want to get rid of dead weights though? I don't know if I want a bunch of dead weights. We are drawing 2 extra a turn, but only if you play 3 cards. So if you draw a bunch of dead weights, you're in a bit of poop. I wonder if we get something to start freezing dead weights. So if I dupe one of these and they're doing 3 attacks each, it's an extra 30 damage. Did I math that right? Yep. We're going to be concentrating on card draw anyway. No, I'd probably see that's the thing. I'd probably take energy. Because we've already got card draw. I don't think we need this at all. I mean, is that a bad thing? What other blights could we actually get? You just don't, do you? Yeah, I'd rather take energy off the next... off Daedalus, because we've already got the draw. I don't want to then have to draw into blights. Or have the blights and not be able to draw. I could honestly just skip here. We could get the other Ember event. You watch, we will now. We will now. I'm just gonna... If that had been Seraph the Diligent, I just would have taken the top one. Easily take the top one if it's Seraph the Diligent. Because you get like 3 1-cost 100 damage spells pretty much. Why? Why are you gonna do me like that? Start putting damage in on Daedalus. And I think we Stuart here. And do this one. And that way we can Stuart there next turn, maybe? Probably should have checked to see if I had Stuarts left. I do. Yeah, extra energy is going to be great. Yeah, so I'm a little bit conflicted here. The extra spikes is only good if we've got units that need to be hit by more than 10 spikes. This is where Thorned Hollow probably makes, but the 4 damage here is way more. But we lose spike value. But we gain Bramble Ash value. Although, once we put 2 cards on there, we just Bramble Ash from there. And later in the game it doesn't matter, I guess. Would you like to come upstairs? Would you like to come upstairs? Panz! CC top. I remembered this time. It's really strange because I was actually pretty good with that in Slay the Spire with Unceasing Top. Not the greatest, but reasonable. Alright. Do I want to draw into either of those? I do not. Thorns win! Thorns win! And no doubt in my mind, I'm taking energy. Deal 5 damage, apply 7 rage. We had Lizard Tail earlier. I like Dark Deal for the multi-hitters, because the 7 rage is good. And they've got health. The question is that how we're doing it, or are we just going to focus on regen? How do the higher tier differ? I've actually got a higher win rate on 25 than I have on anything else all the way through. I think you find that, like, what I found from probably like most of the way up through the Covenants was that you end up with a build that's going to do 10,000 damage to Seraph anyway. So you're not doing anything extra on 25. We don't need anything else. I think we're good with what we got, right? We wanted energy. You still have some close runs? I've had some close ones that have limped home, right? By and far, the ones where I get to Seraph fights, it's either an absolute smashing, where I'm dealing, I don't know, at least double Seraph's health damage. Or it's a limp, you know, and that's been the majority of the fights that have won. Then there've been the ones that are really close and could go either way. And then I'd say the next common one is losing, and it's not even close. And then finally, the least common fight is the one where it's just, oh yeah, we won kind of comfortably. You know, I didn't see many of those at all. Like I either just got, like Seraph got smashed, it was really nail biter, or I got smashed. And that's just my experience though, so, you know, your mileage may vary. We don't need another unit. Purging 2 cards is good. I kind of want to hit the spells up though. You know, getting some extra value out of some of these. Making some cheaper could be really good. Hold over on something could be really good. It's kind of weird. I still think Sharpen is really strange. Especially when you've got to choose between a multi-attacker or a frontline tank. Hold over on the rage card's not bad. Like you said, it's 0 cost. It's going to put good rage on good reach on one of the back units. Plus I've got Glimmer, so we can heal them back up again. Possibly one of the few situations where I would split my rage between 2 units. They do have a decent chunk of health though, so you don't have to worry about it too much. I could also go for a double stack, would be nice. Makes me even wonder if I need Sharpen anymore, or if that was just something we got given at the start and we'll just see what happens with it. But pretty sure we're just gonna not play it. With Bramble Ash, splitting your thorns isn't as punishing as it would be without it. No, with Bramble Ash, splitting my thorns is worse. Because I want to put as much thorns on one unit as possible. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 10 times the amount of spikes on friendly Oh, okay. Hang on. Yeah, no, you're right. That's really good point, Gru. So, wow, that changes how I think about it completely. Like, that becomes really good now. Thanks, dude. You still don't get the return damage value, but the return damage value is far less than what you get out of a multi-hitter, right? And it does mean occasionally you still get a decent Bramble Ash. Like Betty. Well. Not a permafrost on anything? Permafrost on the Bramble Ash? Permafrost on the hidden passage, so we only use it once and then don't draw it again. Wait, can we... I like that. I don't want to draw it again. Yeah, that's it. We just need the sentient to be able to return damage the spikes, the little dudes. I really like that. Emberstone or Consumer Stone? Emberstone gives us a sharpen. Consume gets rid of a torch. Zero cost glimmer? That's a thing. Huh. Or do I just want to make it try and get 2 +10s on it so that I can like smash my units with the dark dealing? I think that's probably better. Probably should upgrade my champ. Oh, you're not multi-attack. Do we care? Enemy units appear on each floor. Thank you. And this is perfect for us, right? Again, unless the top floor gets smalled. Smalled, is that the word I'm looking for here? Shrunken? Shronked. I might want to punch you in the nuts. Do we even care about that? I do if they're all there. Yeah, because those ones go up last. Do I care? Do I just hit that one? These ones die and give attack to that one and that one, though. And we might get a kill on that one next turn. Let's just leave it like that. You like smalled? I'm down with smalled. Okay, do I care about that one getting hasted? Actually, I want this one to get hasted, I think. Can we kill it? That's the question. $24 million question. Can we kill it? Why is it $24 million? 24,000? 48? I don't know. That's like 80 something and 20 something, so that one dies. That one might not die. That one's hitting that plant. That one is dying, but it's hitting us. No, you know what? Take it slowly. Slowly. Oh, huh. Changed my mind. I mean, you can always do it next turn, it's frozen. Man, I'm so glad I did that. Galaxy. Lift you and Glimmer. But I want to get the heal. It's only 2 points of heal. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe just do it there to kill both of them. I kind of want to do both of these. Do I care if you come up? Kind of do. I think I need these to come up separately. I should have jumped. The second regen was better there than the extra damage. Only mathematics would know, and no one knows that. Who really maths? Yeah, there is no cake. It's sad. It's sad. I might actually get Awake playable. I mean, I've had it before. I love the regen on it. And it's a nice, decent heal if you've been taking some damage. But the regen. They're okay. They're good cards, but no. My tea's empty. I ought to have potato chips as well. It was great. Little Panz had his friends over for a birthday party today. So I get up in the afternoon and there's all the leftover lollies and potato chips and stuff all about the place. So, yeah, a little bit clean up. And then, you know, did the responsible thing, cleaned up, put everything in a bowl and sat down and had them for breakfast. Then felt a little woozy, but that's alright. We don't have units to upgrade, do we? Oh, it's all spells. Okay then. Another holdover. Could hold over a Glimmer with our Rage card. Dupe the Rage card and just sit there, Dark Dealings both of them and just Glimmering, or just Dark Deal one of them twice and Glimmer. Part of being an adult is that you can have junk for breakfast. Yeah, you had pancakes with honey. That does sound pretty good. At some point I got suggested a video by Epicurious on YouTube, which does all these different food and cooking stuff, and I'm like, that looks interesting. I'll click this button. What could possibly happen to many hours of my life? So I did, and then I proceeded to watch a lot. And one of the ones they've got is like 50 people trying to do stuff, and 50 people trying to make pancakes was the last one I watched. So many burnt pancakes. So many burnt pancakes. I mean, priorities is a thing. Wow, that's actually going to do a bit of damage if we do the Glimmer thing. Infused Mallet, though. Now, this is the thing. If we do the Glimmer thing, that helps a lot in the final fight. Because this Seraph has those freaking multi-hitting 5 health idiots. Right, so it's got a chance to just outright kill them. But if we hold over a Glimmer, we just outright kill them. Provided we get it by the I think that's fine. Let's do that. I'm going to hold over Glimmer. Do not get paleo pancakes. What's paleo mean? I'm fairly ignorant when it comes to a lot of stuff. So I know I've heard the words, but what they do doesn't affect me. So I've kind of lost the need to remember a lot of those things. Like try to remember them. we get holdover glimmer and a +10, right? Which means I want to put this on a torch. And put that on a... I'll put that on a wake. We'll get sharpens down to 0. If I get sharpens down to 0, I can play that. No, because if I'm holding over the glimmer, I want to be able to play other stuff. I think that's probably better when it comes down. Let's reroll that. There we go. Double stack on the awake. That looks pretty good to dupe. Paleo means minimal processing and no gain, yep. Where's our hell vent? Okay, so we're not going to have much money. So Vortex looks good. We get boons. We skip the steel. Otherwise, this way we don't get anything from trinkets. We get a trinket and a caverns. We could go either here. The hell vent's there with a vortex, which is amazing. And then we get like another hell vent vortex opportunity there or something. This is looking good. Don't screw it up, Panz. First result on Google pulls a paleo diet is a dietary plan based on foods similar to what may have been eaten during the Paleolithic era. Okay. Is it something that's like some people have as a medical requirement, or is it a lifestyle choice on perception of healthiness? Oh, okay. So unless the paleo pancake is then the products used, like you get, maybe it's a different type of flour. I don't know. Foods in the past could be obtained by hunter and gathering. You never saw like in the encyclopedias about our like great many levels of greatness grandparents hunting the wild pancake flowers? I mean, it was convenient that they grew in the lava hot springs because they came cooked. But I'm guessing that's just evolution in its, most natural habitat. There's no point having pancake plants in the frozen tundra because no one likes frozen pancakes. Frozen waffles, yes, like that's amazing. You chuck them in the toaster, but they didn't have electricity back then. Oh, we got smalled. Huh, rude. Oh, that is extremely convenient. Sweeper! No sweepering! Okay, I'm gonna have to put her there, but I don't want her to die. Oh, dude. Okay. Okay, in case we get I'll torch him first. In case we get the up-go. Dang it. Oh, that's fine. She can block. Champ. Oh, he can block. They can both block. Do I want to get a rejuve? Not really. It's only one, it'll drop off. Okay, where's my uplift? I like it better when my holdovers appear in my hand. I think that's more appropriate. I'm gonna have to work on this team. I guess that means I don't play Awake in case we get it. That sucks. that's alright, but... Yoink. It begins. Oh, it's priories that's going off. Dude, that's disgusting. Look at that. So in Seraphite, this is something that, what do you reckon's better when you're in this situation? Do you want to go for an extra 4 on here or get 4 regen? Probably the 4 regen, because max regen just wins anyway, right? Although in this situation, maybe 1 regen and the 4 damage. I don't know. Like, tough call, hey? Would you mind, like... I've got my thing. Dude, I had one of the best priority runs with a bursting sentient. I strongly recommend it on my YouTube. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. So for the final fight, we just had really high regen. So it's bursting and healing, like doing 30 return damage every time. And and priorities, it was really cool. It was just interesting as well to hit a different mechanic. I almost want to torch myself so I can do extra damage next. It's the same damage points. Oh. Which episode? Not sure. But it's got Priority's cloak on the thumbnail. There's probably a lot of bad plays in there. Like that, yeah. Learning. Okay, so I'm going to take the quick tome here just because, but I really like Engraft. Especially in this situation. Maybe I'm taking Engraft. Does the quick tome even matter? I don't think the quick tome matters. That is so cool. Like, we've got energy, and Engraft is helping, like, with the draw one next turn. It's okay, because it triggers for here. Plus, if you zero cost it, it's amazing with this. I talk myself into it. Yeah, holdover and graft. I've got a lot of holdover, but we're drawing a lot, so it's kind of fine. I don't need any of this. They're all good cards, though. How you doing, Kajunga? Where do we want to go? Okay, that's useless for us. Money's good. Removing of cards is nice. Trinkets probably doesn't. But maybe we hit it. What trinket would we want to hit? I wish this was called Merchant of Artifacts. Or I wish these were called Trinkets. Because the two, yeah, they... It costs 1 to play. You hold over and make it 0 cost, though. Because there's nothing, you're not going to do anything else to it, really. And -1 cost is really common in the spell shop. So it's like a, I'd probably hold it over now just to help the draw, because I've got the energy. The energy's neutral. I really want to hit caverns and stuff. What am I a sucker for? Okay, what's happening in the Fell fight? Maybe we check that one out first. This is Fell of the Guardians have multi-strike and grants 3 rage, and I don't care. Okay. I mean, you've got to assume that you're going... With that, that only assumes you're going to a spell merchant. Caves are fun. I'm just thinking about the removal. Like, what are we... How are we looking? We're not looking bad because we draw these... We're guaranteed to draw these in the first 2 turns. Well, that's guaranteed to be in turn 1. This is guaranteed to be in turn 1. And if this is not turn 1, it's guaranteed turn 2. Like, we're running 3 units here. The imps don't go priority. So having the excess stewards isn't hurting too much, but we could even get a buff on one of the chickies. We could even dupe like a chickie there and get like 4 up. Oh, that's disgusting, Panz. You're disgusting. No, actually, I'd prefer to dupe the rage card. And we definitely have a removal there and dupe another rage card. Man, this is gross. This run is Okay, so with priority, and you've got to be really careful how you draft with this. Well, you don't have to, but it can really help you. Is anything that's not a steward or an imp or a tomb? Is there anything else? Doesn't get priority. So they just go in the random order with all the cards. And the other units, like these guys, they go in a priority queue. And so on turn 1, you draw your champion and one of your priority queues. So these could still be in like the 3rd and 4th spot in the random queue, but it'll just jump ahead at this, like when you're about to draw, and then you'll draw the rest of your cards. And then the next turn, if you have anything in the priority queue, it's your first draw, and then the remaining are the rest of your draws. Yeah, I think dregs. Yeah, dregs are not in there. That's true. So you can still get all your priority queue in the first hand. That's just what happens if they're all in the first hand. I suppose the only time it would make you not draft something would be like if you've got a really good tank and you get an okay option at damage, you run the risk of getting that damage instead of the tank on turn 1. And if you need to protect your champion, you might pass on the crappy DPS just to make sure you get the tank. We could get the 5 dupe event. That is true. Alright, sold. I don't think we need improved firebox. Do I have consume power? Are we taking the 25 gold here? I hate taking the 25 gold. I have 1? Is it going to be a thing? I mean, we do have the torches as well. Alright. That's enough. I don't need much to convince me to not take 25 gold on a relic. Oh, that is gross. Oh. We could do any of these. That's a store. Wow. Alright, well... Yeah, I mean, shards... I haven't taken much pyre damage, but I'm known to make an occasional mistake here and there. We get rail spikes. Which one do we take? Rage and armor. It's okay with our thing. Awoken's rail spike. Oh man, how bad is this? Like seriously, how bad is Wax and Spike? It's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, there's a world where that works. Somewhere. We've already minus like everything, haven't we? Like nothing is... I mean, awake. That's just poop. We could get some more zero costs. Alright, what are we looking at? Numbers wise, what do we... let's go. This is the decision. Like, so we've got a dupe there for... we need one dupe for, I think, a rage card. The problem is that means we're doing... I mean, there's zero costs. So if we start with, like, Rage, Glimmer, that actually then we draw 2 cards and we've spent 1 energy. Wait, did I... where's my Glimmer? Okay, yeah. So we play Rage, Glimmer. Or Dark Deal, Glimmer. And then draw 2 cards. And we're already drawing... no, we're not. We're drawing just regular 5. So we'll still have, what, 4 to look at? If we go magic, I think it's the rage one because we're not really going to put extra stuff on the spells. The only other option maybe is putting another buff on the plants at thing. But what are we going to hit them with, really? Like, another multi-strike on one of them? Does it matter? And I think you're right. The rage card just works with what we're doing. Rage card, rage trinket, whatever. Round 1, fight. Round 2, eh. Bro. I mean, technically top floor is probably best. Is it? It is, right? Because that gives us the most regen time against Fel. But we could start attacking this turn. Doesn't matter. Longest regen time, I guess. Hey, Timnos, how you doing? You either fly between the 2 trains? You either fly flying between the 2 trains. Ah. Okay. Oh yeah, we're showing Fel who's boss. Okay. Dang. This got dumb real quick. Oh. Kind of want to get those to land on good spells, right? Where's my Glimmer at? Priory with the heal. What a spell incant? It is. Okay, let's put that there then. And that's just a slaying can. So I don't want to put that there. Let's put that that's a decent amount of damage. I might want to start healing though. Although, that's an issue. Right, let's do that then. And then I can do that. There's my glimmer. Well, it's down to 2/3 health already. Oh, and awake. Panz, you disgust me. Okay. Rage. Glimmer. Sharpen. Bramble Lash. If I don't take damage, I can't heal. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's kill something else then. That's frozen, so we don't see it anymore. Dark Deal. Glimmer. If I was taking another 500. I don't think the numbers matter here. If I do that, it might get an extra hit in. I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Dark Deal. Glimmer. Sharpen. Sharpen. Regen. Laptop. No, I don't want to use Hidden Passage. I'm actually gaining more damage this way. It'd be quicker. It'd save time. But that's not what we're here for. Dark Deal. Okay, we're doing some damage. Well, we're also working out what we can be expecting to do to Seraph, and that's important. Okay, so we can take 1400 damage off Seraph and then hit for, what's that, 390. I wish these numbers got bigger. Like, as the number got bigger, I wish it got, like, super cartoonic, like, comically. Look at this weakling. 28 times 3. And gets the kill with a 28. Adaptive mutation? No, but then, I mean, sure, they'd have 300 health. Oh, the rage. Oh, that would be... No, we did an adaptive mutation yesterday. But that would be really good. Adaptive mutation with rage is great if you've got it on holdover. Because you just keep raging up and you end up with something that's like 500, 500. If not more. We don't need a dark deal. I don't need a one horn. We're going to get a win without a one horn. We've had like, I don't know, like 4 one horn wins recently. And Unleash the Wildwood, we're not taking that much damage. No, I'm going to dupe the dark deal that we've got. The dark deal we've got is way better than this one, right? Like, this one's trash. Look at it. 7 rage. Only play it once per rotation in your deck. Unleash, is that the full heal? We're never 0 health, though. I think 4 energy is right where we want it, yeah? Like, 4 energy seems good. So the draw works. Okay, so we're duping, yeah? Are we duping there? Like, that's going to be good. We're going to hit the spells up. We don't need that side at all. But do we need to hit spells up now, or do we just go for a dupe now? So it's going to be a dark deal dupe. And I think that's all I want to hit. Everything else is just... If that's the case, maybe I don't need to do it now, but that's removal. Yeah, I think I want the removal. Man, I've still got Stuarts in my deck. I just beat Fel and I've still got all Stuarts. She's actually costing... This one's actually costing me a draw. I'll get over it, but, you know. Because with one of them, I could actually get rid of the Animus and the hidden power. It's permafrosted, so... But it's costing me 1 draw in an entire fight. I could just go with 3 of those. Glimmer doesn't quite keep up, so I'd have to rage the other one, which means we start losing a stack. We start losing 2 stacks a turn, but it's still a bigger damage output. We've had enemy units on each floor so much, and it is amazing. Like, this deck has enemies on each floor for breakfast. Ooh, that's a little rough. Unless we draw it. Does that kill one of them? I think that kills, or almost kills one. Do we care? We just don't care, do we? I'm sorry. Streamer! Why are you so lucky? Yeah, just win 4 heads. Why don't you guys just win? Why are you guys so bad at this game? I don't care. Just get good. Just get good. Yeah, never didn't have it. Thanks, Rufus. I can't believe that dark dealing on the frickin' collector. That's disgusting, Panz. Oh no, he's getting through! What's happening here? That doesn't seem right. Do I have to do some maths here? I don't want to do maths. Do I need to do more damage here? Like, give one of these things? Or do we just hit this one, like, just... Ah, my brain, I don't want to use it. Alright, that's fine. Time, we needed you, we're looking... Your overall damage output is the same no matter which one you put the rage on? No, because rage decreases by a stack per turn because I don't have tails. So if I put rage on both of them, the next turn they both decrease. And for this, and for the turn where I'm looking to kill an enemy, if the rage, bumping the rage on this one, if it allows this one to finish off that front guy, then I get 2 attacks into the next guy, maybe. Some, like, you know what I mean? So it's, you can split who it's hitting in. Because I don't have trample or anything like that. Setting up on top does mean you need to be able to deal with crap like this, which kind of sucks. But, you know, we've kind of dealt with crap like that. This isn't a sweeper boss, is it? I mean, it's dying, right? God, that'd be hilarious, though. Okay, so maybe just in case, I should put thorns on a slightly different one. You know, do that, like, just in case. Oh, I missed an awake because of that. No, it's a trample boss. Okay, fine. Oh, dude, you're going to get wrecked so hard. This one's a 3 times. I mean, we had a chance to get a 1-horn, but I don't know, like, it just seemed a bit over the top. Oh, who's the demon now? I see why they're attacking the train. I see you. I think Edge probably just... I think these are all potentially usable, but I think they just get in the way, right? We don't need Cycle of Life on our tank. Like, she's tanky, and we're getting regen up to, like, stupid. Edge Pride just to gild it? Yeah, I know, right? He dies, though. Do I care? Do we care? Actually, it'd be kind of hilarious if he makes it, like if he survives. If somehow we get him up in the top floor with us, and then all of a sudden this costs 1, and 0, and 0, and 0, and 0. Like, oh, you guys are the best. Okay, so okay, no. Just go over this way. Just get rid of Stuart. What are the dumbest trinkets we could see? Lamere! Thanks so much for the 2 months.
Good evening, Carrot. What's the plan?
The plan is to win streak the monster train. In style. With the dumbest assortment of cards. It's great. No, strong strategy. Can you just Bramble Ash it? How you doing, Lemire? I should probably check the trinkets, right? We don't care for any of these, really. I mean, Winged Indulgent. Do we just reroll and see if we get something that synergizes? Enemies that are attacking are... We've got Sap Seraph, so we have the 11-140 Harvests, the 15 multi-hit 5 healths, and the 10-1 90s. Yeah, they seem pretty lame. Okay, so the magic power, it does heal us a little bit more, but it also means our dark dealing hits a bit harder. And I don't think the healing really... We don't need direct heals to be any stronger. And Bramble Ash is like +3. It's... And Graft is the only thing. Glimmer heals a bit more though. So Glimmer heals for 15 and hits for 15. And none of the enemies we're going up against have 15 health. Yeah. Jack Strips will leave the 15 by 5s on 1 hit point, so it doesn't matter. We don't have any sweepers. We're not up against sweepers. Like, we just rerolled into dud relics. Alright. I've got a multi-strike. No, I'm talking about the enemies. So that's why we don't need to put heal on the dudes. The health on the Mr. Edge Prior. Yeah, probably get rid of some of the torches. Dipping the Awake's not bad. I almost want to dupe another Dark Deal and just see like how stupidly large I can get one of these things. Especially now that we just like unconsumed the Wildwood sap. So that's so underwhelming. Okay, I think this works because it's a direct heal, not a regen. So that can make up for the difference of doing extra damage to our chickie at the back. I'm going to buy the purges off this guy because he actually, like, we sold him out. The Merchant of Trinkets, he just took $60 and showed us trash again, so I'm not giving him the business. Get rid of a restore? You're struggling with the Hellhorned cards because they... Yeah, I think you just got to trust that the guys that do big damage sit behind the tank and do big damage. You do need to have a plan for when you're going to come up against sweepers. But for the most part, the dude that hits for 30 and has 4 health, if you've got someone in front of him, he still hits for 30. Yeah, get things like armor, party floors with hidden passages, working on the Wrathful. I really love the Wrathful hero. You just got to remember he is weak until you get past Fell, and he gets a bit stronger after Daedalus. But so you got to baby him a little bit, but. At the end of the game, when he's slaying and getting 40 armor, you just hit him yourself with the 2-pop fireballs or dark dealings on him. Where's my dark deals? Right, deal 5 damage, which comes off armor. It's not a piercing, and it'll give him rage and give him 4 rage because you've damaged him. Right, and it costs 0 to start with. And then he kills a couple units up the front and gains another 40 armor, Put some damage behind him. I've really come around to the red guy. I think the regen's the weakest card here. Like, Bramble Ash... Huh. Yeah, so the Imps will die. The Sharpens do something. The Bramble Ash is almost the most unnecessary, but the regens themselves, like, one regen, I'd prefer to, like... We're going to be drawing through the deck quicker anyway. Bramble Lax. Oh, bye-back. Bye-bye, Black Betty. Well, removing anything means we're gonna redraw our stuff quicker, right? Except removing a torch because it's going to consume. But removing and the imps because we get rid of them. Possible reason to have kept a steward, so we could have focused on removing one of these guys. Bramble Ash is just, like, fun to donk. 4 holdover cards, so don't go through fast. That's true, but we are drawing 2, and I'm drawing an extra 1 each turn. And the regen does the least... I mean, the Bramble Ash does the least for us. There's gonna be a turn where we're like, man, if I had Bramble Ash right now. I think we could have done nothing there. Or I think we could have removed any single card at that moment. And it didn't matter. Oh, that's interesting. Can get rid of these. I want to start playing. If we get sapped a lot up here, I want to make sure I have the regen. Spike's so bad here, right? I think we play one first to get the redraw in case we get Dark Dealings. Now play a Spike. I'll take it. Ooh. Okay. I think we can keep her alive. Can't hit it with both of them. Unless... What a trooper. What an absolute unit. Come on. Where are you? Oh! The funny thing is, even if we didn't draw it and she dies, I think we can still recover, hey? Oh, look at this. It's 1620 damage on Seraph right now. There it is. Waiting for you. No! This doesn't matter. Okay. Come on. Get there. She's trying so hard. Do we regen her? I mean, we lose rejuve stacks, but I don't think it matters. So many people have said they want to see a number, like what the number does. I can't emphasize more in any of my ridiculous runs than this one. I want to know what this number is. Because it's disgusting. You'll calculate it? Okay. So, Seraph's hitting for 30, and we have 20 stacks of regen with 120 hit points, dealing just under 3,000 a turn. Just over, because we've got this one as well. So they're combining. It's a team effort for, I don't know, what's that like? 1,070 a turn. Now, granted, this is going to reduce by 6 per turn. Priory did all the work. Yeah. We also have 40 spikes. That's also true. But their sap is going to go down. So even though their rage is going to go down, their sap's going to go down. So for the next 4 turns, it's balanced. Oh, my bad, yeah, that's like 1,000 per hit, so it's like 3,200 a turn. Oh, rage is worth 3, sap is worth 2. Oh, that's right, because I've got the rage thing. So damage will go down by approximately, what are we saying, 6 hit points a turn? That's relevant in the grand scheme of things. Have we got a number? Were you just getting the 1-turn hit, Naruto, or were you doing the entire disintegration of Seraph? Lemire says, you think I shoot God with it. Well, we're oh yeah, we are. We're shooting God. Yeah, I think this one goes through the heavens of this realm and across several heavens. Like the absence of gods in everything Monster Train entire universe disappears the moment we hit end turn. It's got to be 100,000, right? I think I could put that in an Excel spreadsheet pretty easily and then just pull the rows down and do the minuses for like the rage and the saps and then get a running total. I think Edge Pride did some things in that. But I was not expecting to bottom deck the second Ascendancy one. I have a feeling if I didn't get lucky on that draw, we probably still would have won anyway. Just would have had to, ramp up the other plant. It was enough damage to kill the upcoming Monster Train 2 in 2025. Hell yeah. New crown! New crown! That was fun. You reckon it would have gone over 200,000, 250,000 even. I get a screenshot. I'll calculate it at one point. And I'll put it up in the Discord.